A public meeting will discuss a construction project in Proctor, and a raffle extravaganza will support rescued pets in Ashland. All that and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. We'll start in Proctor, where St. Louis County Public Works is hosting a meeting to discuss their 2nd Street project. That's tonight, starting at 6 p.m. at the Proctor Town Hall. The proposed project will replace pavement, repair gutters and sidewalks, construct a median on the road, and more. The public is invited to view a short presentation, provide feedback, and ask questions to project leaders. If you can't make it in person, we will have a link to the virtual meeting and more information on our website. We will end in Ashland, where the Shawamigan Humane Association is hosting their Power of the Paws raffle extravaganza. That's this coming Saturday at 10 a.m. at the Neighborly Bar. The event will host over 300 prize and game options, including raffle baskets, a posh purse game, 50-50 raffles, and more. If you aren't able to attend the fundraiser, the Humane Association does accept cash donations online. Event organizers say this event is especially timely after they took in some of the Ridgeland Farm Beagle rescues and are in need of as many resources as possible. The Power of the Paws raffle extravaganza wraps up at 5 p.m. on Saturday. We will have a link to buy tickets at northernnewsnow.com. And if there is something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email and it might be featured as we take you around the Northland, city by city. In the studio, Anna Olfelt, Northern News Now.